I need to rant. I've been thinking. I don't know exactly where this rant is going to take me, but I just need to talk about the fact that as a musician, as someone who makes art and is trying to promote themselves and trying to do the thing, I am so sick and tired of making short form content. I'm so over it. I'm tired of making TikToks. I'm tired of being on fucking Instagram fucking reels. I'm tired of feeling the pressure that like I'm not doing enough if I'm not doing these things because I want to make music and like I want my music to reach people. I guess to like give a little bit of backstory and to try to make this brief, I have been playing music since I was a little kid. I've been in bands since like early high school. And when I was younger, I would release music with like pretty much no promotion. Like we might make an Instagram post saying that the album's going to come out and then an Instagram post when the album came out. And that was it. And like the most promotion that would happen was the band actually playing shows locally and just connecting with people and growing that way. And like I realized too that when I was younger making music, the goal was always just to make the music. It wasn't to like blow up or become like a big giant popular band, which I realize I still feel that same way. Like I still just want to make music. And of course, as an artist, you want your art to reach people and you want to grow and everything. But I really don't give a flying about blowing up or anything like that. Yet, somehow, the brainworms have gotten to me and made me feel the pressure to fucking dance like a monkey on Instagram Reels every day, trying to promote my music. And I'm over it. I don't want to do it anymore, okay? I like social media. I've always liked social media. I think it's a great way to connect with people. I like putting myself out there. It's cool. And I think this shift really happened in, I think it was 2022, I went to NAMM. And if you don't know what NAMM is, it's like this big giant music convention that happens in Anaheim every year. And they have like all the new gear that's going to be coming out that year. And they have seminars and panels with music industry professionals. It's super cool and amazing. And 2022 was the first year that I went. And I feel like it changed my life in a good way. And it changed the way that I thought about myself as a musician in a good way, but it also did definitely plant these seeds of like, you need to promote yourself online if you want to like ever do anything with your life as a musician, which is not true. Like, and I know I do not want anyone in the comments telling me like, you don't need to promote yourself online, or on the opposite end of the spectrum, that's just how things are now. Like, I know, I've thought about this so much, like I just want to complain and like air out my thoughts, you know? My nose piercing is gonna fall out. I understand that bands can be successful without selling their souls to the algorithm, but like, it's undeniable that there is a pressure to do so, and a lot of us feel it. And that's what I was learning at NAMM. I went to all these seminars about like being an artist and self-releasing music and DIY this and that and the other, and they were all saying like, Instagram Reels, TikTok, it's important, you gotta be on top of it, the more content the better, like you should have 50 pieces of short form content ready to go with every release, blah, 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 blah. And I actually found it really inspiring when I was there. And that weekend, I really felt this shift where I felt motivated to really get serious about being professional with my music. I had these songs that I was like kind of working on and knew that I wanted to put out eventually and whatever. And I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a whole album. I'm going to do the waterfall release. I'm going to do all of the social media promotion, and I'm going to do this thing for real and really, you know, try to hit it hard and do it right. So I spend all year making this album, making all this short form content for it. I plan the release, whatever. It's like the waterfall release, which is where you like release a single and then 6 weeks later you release another single, and then 6 weeks later another single, and then like the album comes. So I planned all that out, and the first single was a song called Grocery Store. And I was like, I'm going to make a bunch of content around the song. We made a music video, which like we would have done that anyways, aside from the short form content like social media thing. But I also went to a grocery store and filmed a bunch of short little videos of me like pushing a grocery cart and lip syncing to the song. And like for then our next song, It's My Body and I'll Cry If I Want To, like I had my bandmates sit with me and we all like fake played and lip synced it and like put the song to it. And, you know, we're gonna post it on Instagram and be like, this is our song, check it out, you know? And it was fun. Like, I had a good time doing it. It felt like a little bit corny, but it also felt like I was doing what I was supposed to do. And I had never done anything like that before with making music. Like, I would never really get in front of a camera and like lip sync my song and try to like look cool and be like make basically an ad for my music, which I know it's like what you need to do, but like it's weird. And I did it all, and the thing is too is that it did kind of work, you know? Like, I am a small artist, we're a small band, we didn't ever blow up by any means. Again, never really the goal, but like I did notice that some of the short form content did help bring more people in, and it did get attention online more than like the regular content that I would have posted. And people in real life, like at shows and stuff, would say to me like, oh, I've been seeing all of your videos, like you're doing so good on the promotion, like it has the song stuck in my head, I can't wait for it to come out. Or like, oh, I've been listening to your new song, I always see your videos on Instagram and it makes me want to go listen to it. So it's like the short form content like did kind of work, which is even more annoying because I like don't want to do it anymore. And I know I don't have to do it. Like, I don't have to, but I'm just like, I'm just having feelings, okay? And it was all fun. I like planned it all out in advance. All the content was like ready to go before the release, but it took a lot of time to get it ready to go. And I know that some people will say like, oh, it's so easy to make a quick video and post it, whatever. I can't relate to that. Like, it takes me a while, and I like to spend time on the things that I do and the things that I share. And as the new releases kept coming and the album was getting closer, and then the album was released, and I was running out of the content that I had pre-filmed and created, I was struggling to keep up with myself and like have something to post every day or every other day. And like, I hear people saying like, you should be posting 2 to 3 times a day. Like, I can't even comprehend how that's possible if you're not like cheaping out on your shit so hard. And that's kind of where I started to run into an issue, is I started feeling like I want to be authentic. If I'm putting myself out there and making this music and trying to build a community around it, I want to like show who I really am. I want to be authentic. Like, I don't want to be just like a smiling fucking face and yellow hair holding a guitar being like, listen to my band. Like, I'm a person. I'm Carly. I'm creating something because I'm an emotional individual and I want to share it with you and connect with you. And like, I want to build something substantial and real, and it's hard to make a ton of short form content that showcases that part of yourself. It's exhausting. I don't want to get on camera every day, and I can't be authentic in every single video and then also like grab everyone's attention within the first 3 seconds and be concise and be engaging and also like make them want to listen to the music. Like, it just really started burning me out, and I felt myself falling into more of the content style of just like lip syncing the song and sitting there and being yellow hair girl with guitar singing song and being like, go stream on Spotify, you know, or just literally standing there and putting the song just so I felt like I had something that I could post. And I don't know, it just really started to feel corny, and I see all of these other bands doing the same thing, and I really want to say that I never place judgment on other artists who are doing what they can to try to promote their work. We are all really out here just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks and like trying to like please the algorithm. So like, even if content is like cringe or whatever, no judgment. Sometimes I feel like the shit that I post is cringe. And then and then I just feel bad about it. But I see other bands too, and I look at their stuff and I'm like, this is like not authentic at all, and it just feels cheap. Like the amount of those videos that I see on Instagram Reels when I'm scrolling, it's like every other video is like, congrats, you just found an indie rock band small enough to still respond to all comments or whatever. Or like, if you like this band, and this band, you should check out us. We're this, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with that content, but like, I feel like if you're a musician, you know what I'm talking about when you see bands that are like posting stuff like that every single week or multiple times a week, and it's all they post, and it just feels like an ad getting shoved down your throat. And like, I'm starting to feel that it makes me want to listen to those bands less, and then it makes me think about the kind of stuff that I'm posting and sharing, and I'm like, am I also just like that to my audience of people that like actually do fuck with me? Like, people that actually fuck with you don't want to watch you sell your soul to the algorithm and like grasp in the darkness for potential engagement from people who don't know who you are yet, in hopes of like, what, blowing up? Is that even the right way to build a community around our music? I do not know. I'm not making any claims here. I just am venting. But there comes a point where you can't be authentic all the time, and then you feel the pressure to make this short form content, so you make the cheap stuff, and then you feel bad about it, and then it's like off-putting to your audience because it's just like feels like a cheap ad, and it's still time consuming. And I kind of realized a while ago that the time and energy that I was putting into promoting myself and making short form fucking content could have been going into making more music, which is what I want to do in the first place. Like, I don't care that much about the marketing, honestly. I don't even care about blowing up. Like, why am I doing this? Because I see everyone else doing it and I feel pressured to do it. And like, yeah, I want my music to reach people, but like, at what cost? At what cost, really? Like, oh my God. Like, I really, truly would rather make 10 songs and put them out to a small community of people that I feel like I'm really relating to, then put out one song and a shit ton of cheap ass short form content that like took forever to make, and have one of the videos blow up and like get a bunch of people that follow me just because they saw one little like short blurb of me, and then like there's no actual foundation there. I don't know. I'm really reevaluating like how I want to put myself out there moving forward. And I do feel like I'm kind of done with like getting on my fucking iPhone and being like, hey guys, I think I just wrote the song of the summer. Like, I never did one of those videos. I'm going on record now and saying I never claimed to have written the song of the summer, but you know the vibe that I'm talking about. That's not to say that I won't like ever make short form content again. A format of short form content that I've found that really works for me, that I enjoy doing, is this little series that I started doing a while ago called Songs I Love, where I just like do a little fit check, put whatever song that I've been jamming that week that I really like, and being like, oh, songs I love, day, blah, 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 like Nice Nice by Daisy and the Scouts, hee, love this song. And straight up, those videos get like the least engagement out of everything that I post, but it also feels the most authentic to me, so I don't even care. And they do spark conversation with people within the community, of where someone else says, oh my gosh, I love this band. Have you seen this like short documentary on them? Or like, oh, have you listened to this band? Is kind of similar to this band. And it's like actual real connection is happening from that. And I've also found that I just like am not a short form content kind of person. Like I like sharing myself and sharing my personality and trying to connect with people and sharing my thoughts, but like I cannot be concise enough for short form content. I have a lot to say and it's hard for me to condense it into a short format, which is why I find myself actually pivoting more towards YouTube, and you'll probably see me posting on here now. I was kind of debating like, oh, should I start a separate YouTube channel that's just like for me, Carly, and then keep the Two-Headed Girl YouTube channel just music videos? And I'm like, no, like it's all me. I want to build a community and I want to really connect with people that either know me or know my music or whatever it is. I don't know. And I definitely still will make short form content, but like I'm over the hustle and grind of it. And like, you know, we hear people say like post 2 to 3 times a day. It's fine to post the same video over and over and over and over again because the TikTok algorithm doesn't care and one time it might blow up. And it's like, I don't want to fucking do that. It feels corny. It feels cheap. It feels inauthentic. And then it's like, what is that doing for like my audience and community of people that like actually do just like the music? It becomes annoying after a point. I see it with artists that I like. I don't know. I don't want to shove myself down people's throats. And the music too, I think most importantly, my music personally like comes from such like a raw place in my heart, and it's so like close to me emotionally and special, and I love sharing it and I put so much into it that it feels so contradictory to just make like cheap ass short form content to try to promote it. Like it just doesn't feel like it aligns for me at all. And if that means that like I'm not gonna grow as fast, that's kind of fine with me. I don't know if that's what I even want. I just want to make the music, and I do want to reach people, but I want to reach people as myself, not like an algorithm slave version of myself. And like there have been times recently where I've like looked at my Instagram as like the main place that I use social media and like put content out, and I'll look at it and just be like, this is like not super reflective of me and how I see myself as an artist and how I would want to be represented, and I don't know. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I kind of think that hopefully people will start getting over it soon, and I want to see a resurgence in long form content. We already totally have it. Like YouTube is popping right now. Podcasts are everywhere. And that's the type of content that I'm interested in consuming. I'm over it. I'm over TikTok. I'm over Instagram Reels. If you are an artist and you feel this way or feel a different way, please let me know. And let me know like if you've found ways to put yourself out there that do feel authentic. But yeah, expect to see more from me on YouTube, I guess, because I like this longer format. It feels nice. It feels realer. And expect more music soon. But I think I look kind of pretty when I just finished crying. I wanted to tell you that I